This week is all about embodiment and understanding the veil that covers our consciousness. So I welcome you, dear one. A lot of people think that non-duality means that there is no poles, no opposite poles, yet we live in a dualistic world. Because the mind and the ego exists, that is the duality. Non-duality translated means to not. The dualistic conceptions are real, but they are not the truth of who you are and what you are. There's a subtle difference in that. The experience of no dual consciousness starts with the intuition of its existence. If there is nothing other than pure consciousness, then the knowing might arise that you are also simply pure consciousness. This is merely a philosophy that flows over in the path to existence, experience of pure consciousness. It appears as if there is a veil between your mind and pure consciousness. And some call that Maya, illusion, Wetico, Leela. Notice that the veil itself is the illusion. It only appears to be real. Like the sun rising and setting. The mind will interrupt here and say, if the veil does not exist, then why not contemplate only the formless non-dual consciousness? Mind is clever. The mind will always try to identify with the waves occurring in the illusionary veil. So in order for being and a truth to be undressed, detachment to that identity has to occur first. So as long as this veil appears to exist, why not get to know it and master this veil so that the attachments to that can start dissolving? Play in it while being free in it, but not from it, as that is not the meaning. As a human, you come here to experience what you cannot experience in pure form. Honor that. But what does this mean? Feelings are only possible due to the existence of the mind. So that could suggest that we came here to feel. We came here to experience feeling, everything from pleasure to pain, the whole spectrum. There is no good or bad. That is the mind dressing the feeling in an opinion. Sensation and feeling themselves do not know the difference between pleasure and pain. Only thoughts do. Thoughts or the mind is the creator of those labels, yet that's why it cannot see beyond them and strive towards the one that's more pleasurable. And so think about your favorite movie. It didn't make you feel only good things, did it? When this divine play causes you to feel things, the formless gets to experience a feeling. Thus, the mind, the ego, and this very human vessel is very loved and very precious. The infinite gets to experience how it feels to be finite. There are a lot of clusters, patterns, structures within this veil, so that the waves and the attachments can be observed. This is something that we will go into in another time, or even in another course, as it's extremely deep. But for now, it is just important to understand the basics that follow. You appear in the non-existent veil as body, breath, conscious mind, active unconscious mind, and latent unconscious mind. So, recognizing and understanding these concepts within yourself will expand how the illusion veil seems to operate. Practicing and mastering these concepts can turn them into tools to move beyond the identification to them. Opening the playground for you in this veil is detachment in a way. So when the awareness moves inward beyond these concepts, beliefs, they appear less distorted. When awareness is guided towards the surface of you, body, it becomes still, so that the awareness can move beyond into the breath and all the way down to pure essence or presence. So the knowing then arises, the temporary concept of you that appears as body. And you understand it's not truly you, but it is how you appear to be now. Often the question, who am I, is asked by the mind, and that leads to a direction of identification. Rather follow the question, what am I? In the open awareness that is unaffected or barely engaged by the motion and the waves of the illusionary veil, allows for the awareness to move beyond all of the concepts, all of the structures, all of the beliefs, into a pure, naked truth of consciousness, reality. This is allowing pure consciousness to reveal itself, like the sun. Until this is realized truthfully, there will appear to be a path to walk in the non-existing veil. Hence, there is no path, but only a fool does not walk and detach from it to move beyond the path. There is no practice, but only a fool does not do and detach from it to move beyond the practice. There is no veil, but only a fool doesn't purify and detach from it to move beyond it. And dear one, there is no concept, but only a fool doesn't master and detach from it in order to move beyond it. The play of consciousness is maybe not meant to be understood. Instead, just experienced and adored in its mystery and in its beauty.